I'm Emily Janowski, lead educator at Hunt's Photo and Video, and I'm here today to tell you the what and the why when it comes to focus stacking. Focus stacking is this incredible tool we have available to us in all genres of photography that allows us to get our entire subject in focus, tack sharp focus from front to back. That might mean we still have a blurred background while having a really sharp subject, or we get the sharp subject and a perfectly sharp background. Today we're working with a macro setup. I've got my vintage Lego figure here, and we're gonna try to get as much of this character in focus. Now when I'm working with macro, I'm gonna end up with a really shallow depth of field, but let's just say we start this off with a normal setup. So I've got a nice wide open f-stop. I'm shooting at 3.3. I'm gonna focus right on my character's face and take a quick photo. When I do that, I'm going to get a really shallow depth of field and none of my shield is going to be in focus. I've got a great background, nice blurred background, but none of the shield is in focus. So we might think, you know what, let's up our f-stop and give ourselves a wider depth of field. So I'm actually gonna boost this one. I'll do one at f11, and then we'll do that exact same shot all the way up at f22. When I take those, even all the way at f22, when I'm getting my deepest depth of field, I have more of my character, but it's not entirely sharp. And my background now becomes really distracting. I might get more of my character, but that background's taking away from my subject. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset my focus right in front of my shield, and I'm going to go into my camera and set up my focus stack. What this is going to do is now my camera is going to focus at many different distances and take bunches of slices similar to an MRI, and it's gonna focus at each distance, and later we take those photos onto our computer, slam them all together, stack them into one perfectly sharp shot that wouldn't otherwise be possible in a single exposure. And now I'm gonna be able to get my subject from the front of his shield all the way to the back of his helmet. I can get this in focus if I want, or choose to exclude those frames. So now I'm just gonna go into my menu, set that up, I'm gonna tell it okay, and in this case, I'm actually gonna have it do quite a few photos. So it will probably take about 70 images for this. Am I going to use all 70 images? No. The benefit of this is later on my computer, I can inspect the photos and see how far back do I really need to go. Do I need to get those bricks behind him in focus, or do I really just want that shield to the helmet? In this case, I really just want the shield to the helmet. So when I get on the computer, I can stack them together and get an entirely sharp subject. Now I can see my camera's done, and now my camera's focused all the way back here because it's focused through each of those little slices. And now you're gonna really be able to see a huge difference between these images. One where we're shooting wide open, one where we're shooting with a medium depth of field, one with our deepest depth of field, and our final product stacked. Hopefully you learned something new and are ready to take a focus stack class with us in the future.